Hello everyone, welcome to Sport Vibes on DNTWOK. This is a channel where you'll be able to get the latest updates across the world of sports, from Formula One to tennis to basketball to football. Just name it, we are here to serve you the very best top quality content across the ever buzzing world of sports. My name is Bolaji Ali and I'm your host. So let's get straight into action right now. And we'll start off with the NBA because Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant was ejected and James Harden registered his 59th career triple-double in a 117-91 victory over Detroit Pistons. Durant, who scored 23 points, was punished for an elbow to the face of Kelly Olynyk late in the third quarter. With the Nets already 17 points ahead, Harden produced 18 points, 12 assists and 10 rebounds. As well, Carmelo Anthony inspired Los Angeles Lakers to a 5-5 win over Houston Rockets. Anthony top scored with 23 points, including 5 3-pointers, while Russell Westbrook added 20 points. And now, in another game entirely, Donovan Mitchell scored 28 points as he led the Utah Jazz to a 107-95 victory over reigning champions Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 25 points for the defending champions, who were without several of their key players as they slumped to their fourth defeat in 7 games. Of course, talking about the NBA, it doesn't seem to be the best of time for the defending champions Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, of course, the NBA is tough, but I think you could make up an excuse for them that they were missing several of their key men in the last game out. Nonetheless, we just keep our fingers crossed and see if they can serve us the very best they are, because we know Milwaukee Bucks have got better performances than the ones they've been delivering. And it's no longer news, of course, but in case you missed this, let's inform you that there is no more unbeaten record in the NBA right now, because earlier Utah Jazz lost to Chicago Bulls, and so we have all teams beaten already this season. Away from there, let's go straight to the world of tennis, because one young man is doing so well for himself, and Alexander Zverev is his name. He has continued his dominant form since the summer, beating Francis Tiafoe 7-5, 6-4 in the Vienna Open final. Zverev edged the 23-year-old American qualifier in 2 tight sets to claim his 5th tour-level title this season. The German has won all 5 finals he has contested this season, also winning the titles in Acapulco, in the Madrid and Cincinnati Masters, and in the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Of course, the 25-year-old has also qualified for the ATP Tour Finals, which he won in 2018. So if you ask me, I think Zverev, good one for him. He's been on form since the summer, as we mentioned. But one major positive thing I think we should observe about this man is the fact that he is not allowing the negative rumors, they are still rumors for now, of the allegations about him abusing a former girlfriend violently. He's not allowing those things to get to him, and it is always good to see that from top athletes when there are rumors surrounding you, and then you still just find those performances in the midst of those not so palatable circumstances. So good one for Zverev. He won the ATP Tour Finals in the year 2018 and is back again. Another big one coming from the world of tennis is the fact that Rafael Nadal is looking to make a comeback by December so as to prepare better for the Aussie Open, the Australia Open coming up next year. So, of course, the world of tennis still ever exciting. The big guns, maybe not all of them are on the scene right now, but of course, you can see these young ones also doing well for themselves, and now it seems they have more freedom and more space to excite. Let's catch up with some highlights from the world of tennis. When we come back, we'll do more football.
Slam dunk. Simple as you like. Ruthless efficiency. Zverev is victorious in Vienna.
This is still Sport Vibes on DNTWOK. Now let's go to football. We start with this team from Spain, this team you know so much about. Barcelona striker Sergio Aguero is set for 3 months on the sidelines after suffering chest pains against Alaves in their last La Liga match. The former Manchester City striker had cardiological tests in the hospital after taking ill. He will now receive treatment while his health is monitored. Before I talk about this, I'd like to take the next news because it is also very much related to Barcelona. And who else is talking about Barcelona if not Lionel Messi, because he has said he would be keen to return to Barcelona. I'm sure that is a news that excites a lot of Barcelona fans, but you might just want to hold on for this. He's not looking to return as a player. He says he would like to return as a sporting director in the future. The Argentine made an emotional exit from the Nou Camp in August after more than 20 years, joining Paris Saint-Germain. And while he's not thinking about retirement yet, he would love to be a sporting director at some point. He says, "If there is a possibility, I would like to contribute again because it's the club that I love. I would love for it to continue doing well, to continue growing, and to continue being one of the best in the world." That's quite emotional, or should I say heartfelt, from Lionel Messi. I'm sure he is a Barcelona fan. Of course, everyone that loves Barcelona would not be happy about how things are going at the club right now, sacking a legend in terms of talking about Ronald Koeman as a coach, and that seems justifiable. But a lot going on beyond the pitch, even beyond the dressing room. Talk about the top echelon of the club, the president, and a lot is just not working out, the finances. But as with every other big club, it seems that times like this are just inevitable. As fans, you should understand that there are times you have to go through this. Of course, Barcelona, a club that has enjoyed a lot of success in the last decade and way back, but now it's a transitional period. A lot of big name stars have left. You see new guys coming in through the ranks, a lot of young stars with bright talents and exciting future ahead of them, but right now they're just in that stage of making a transition and then looking at what they can get and just be right back up there contesting for the big titles as they are known to do. Yeah, I'm sure Barcelona would definitely want to have someone of his caliber, running around the opponent's box this time around. But right now, all he's leaving the fans with is that he would be keen to return as a sporting director in the future. I will keep our fingers crossed. We wish Barcelona the best. Of course, not so much positive news coming from that end, but of course you just have to stay positive to ensure you see positive results. We move to England now and talk about another football team also not having the best of period, and that is Tottenham Hotspur, because after just a little over 4 months they have excused their manager, talking about Nuno Espirito Santo, and his coaching staff. Santo oversaw just 17 games. It was the replacement for Jose Mourinho after such a long search for replacements, but Santo now is also out. We're still in the Premier League and we'll talk about the star that belongs to another London club, a London club that delivered arguably the most shocking results over the weekend, because Crystal Palace went to the Etihad and defeated the defending champions Manchester City 2-0. Reza was one of the stars of that game, being on the score sheet, but as good as that was for him, he was subjected to racist abuse on his Instagram account just after the match. But that is not the major news. He has been told now by Instagram that he would have to report each case of racist abuse one by one if he wants to see action taken against the culprits. Zaha suffered a stream of racist messages following Crystal Palace's 2-0 win over Manchester City on Saturday, and urged Instagram and other social media companies to take more action to prevent abuse. We just want these things to go away from our sports. We want racism to leave the world. It is possible, but it's quite disappointing in spite of all the movements, all the proactive measures by the sports organizations. A lot of individual athletes has done theirs to just ensure this thing is kicked out. It seems There are just some people that are bent on remaining racist. Nonetheless, we just hope that Zaha is not so affected by that and ensures he's back on track the next time he's on the pitch. A lot of big teams struggling this season, and Juventus is really one of those teams, not doing so well for themselves in the league, defeats after defeat, and then some things are just not going well for them to redeem the club. Talking about internal issues, so we just hope that these teams get back on ground as soon as possible, because as fans, many times when you're used to your team being the dominant side, when you are in this stage, it could be very hard to swallow. Nonetheless, we'll just keep our fingers crossed and expect a good football match from the Juventus Stadium. That's how far we will go this week on Sport Vibes. The channel remains DNTWOK, and Bolaji Alimi is my name. I've been your host. We'd like you to subscribe. This is just the beginning of something exciting that will be coming your way. Drop your comments, let us know your thoughts about this video. Which other sports would you want us to talk more about? Of course, the T20 cricket World Cup is going on right now. The Formula One was on a slight break over the weekend, but of course, Red Bull, Verstappen still the team and the man to beat right now. A lot's happening across the world of sports right now, and we are at your service, really. Thank you so much for joining. Bye for now.